1. This will be beginning on Thursday with a date night on August the 2nd. Workshops discussing marital topics on Friday and Saturday morning, Friday evening and Saturday morning. The conference is open to married and singles. Thursday night's activities include a catered meal, commemorative photo, valet parking, fun, and games, as well as prizes. All who register will be entered into a drawing for a Paradise Pool Suite at Sabaris in Indianapolis, Indiana, which will include a private their room with a private pool and a hot tub. Friday and Saturday's workshops will include topics for singles and married couples, including the money talk, the best way to date, conflict resolution, the big balance between marriage and parenting, a husband and wives only session as well as how to find the right one and more. Registration is required, and it is offered at a lower rate all the way up until July the 30th. Please go to our website, lima.cornerstone.church/events, and you can register there as well. One of the other areas that I did want to bring up also is we have our Volunteer Outreach Week coming up here on July the 22nd. Our Volunteer Outreach Week is something that we'll be doing to serve the Lima community. This right here is we will utilize the volunteers of Cornerstone Church as we vow for a better city and a better community by doing some painting, cleaning, gardening, organizing, and a bunch of other things here in the community to various nonprofit organizations throughout the community, including the West Ohio Food Bank, Equestrian Therapy Program, Heartbeat of Lima, United Way, Habitat for Humanity, and the Salvation Army. So these are things that we're doing just to try to really vow for a better Lima, a better community in many different ways, and we're going to do it with the nonprofit agencies by volunteering in them. So thank you.
Pastor, thank you. And Public Works Director Howard Elstro is here regarding an invitation to communities around the region for some funding.
Actually, I have two announcements, Mayor. The first one does involve funding opportunity. There are $7.1 million available for what they call Clean Ohio funds. There's four components of the Clean Ohio funds. This particular one has to do with green space conservation funds. The District 13 Natural Resource Assistance Council announces that the application period is now open for round 13 of the Clean Ohio Green Space Conservation Funds. As I said, $7.1 million is available. Available applicants can be either local communities or nonprofits whose aim and purpose is to preserve natural areas, protect streams, create outdoor recreation opportunities. Applications for the green space improvements under the Clean Ohio Round 13 will be accepted from now through January 25th of 2019. In essence, if a group is interested in acquiring real estate and improving those properties, making those lands available for open space, green space, conservation purpose, they can go online, seek an application, make application, and be considered for this funding pool. There are representatives from all 8 counties of the district. The district is comprised of Allen, Auglaize, Hancock, Local, Mercer, Putnam, Shelby, and Van Wert counties. More information and contact information for the county reps can be secured at the website of the Ohio Public Works Commission, and I would encourage anyone who is interested in applying for these funds to do that. It does take quite a bit of time to secure purchase options as well as fill out the application and submit this, and that's why we are announcing now in July for distribution of these funds next April and May of 2019.
You want to give some examples of what it's been used for in the past?
I think every county in the district has enjoyed the funds through the first 12 rounds of distribution. An example of use in Allen County has been the Buttonbush Preserve for the city of Lima. We were able to acquire close to 20 acres, rid ourselves of the invasive species, and allow this become a preservation in the central business park located off of St. John's Road. Johnny Appleseed Park District here locally has had, I think, probably at least 5 successful applications. They have acquired lands for parks. The most recent and newest park close to Allentown and is it Wapak Road or Wapak Road was purchased and acquired with green space funds, and many of those developments were done with green space funding. Also, there's a park in Bluffton, Ohio, that was also acquired with green space funds under the Johnny Appleseed leadership. Also today, I want to announce that applications are being sought for C&M 1s in the street division. C&M 1 stands for construction and maintenance. These are the workers that take care of all of the street maintenance under the responsibilities of the Public Works Department. To be a construction and maintenance worker, one must have a commercial driver's license. You do not have to have it to apply for and sit for the exam that is conducted by civil service. These lists are typically maintained for 1 year. So if somebody is wanting to improve their employment or join us to work for the city of Lima, we encourage them to get an application. They are located online, or they can come here to the Municipal Center, 2nd floor, and ask the Public Works Department for an application. However, they must be filed by, I believe, this Friday. Here at this building or the Lima Civil Service Board office at 202 East High Street. So again, applications are available. The test date itself is July 21st. And again, I want to confirm that this Friday, July 13th, is the last date that applications can be on file and be able to sit for that exam. And again, those lists last for 1 year, so any hires for 2019 will come off this eligibility list. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. And similarly, Major Coon is here regarding a test for police officer. Major?
Yes, just like Mr. Elstro was saying, we also are having a test for the position of a police officer. The applications are available online through the city's website. They are due at the Civil Service Board this Friday afternoon by 4. We are encouraging everybody who's interested in a position as a police officer of the City of Lima to please come and fill out an application and take the test. We are having a tutorial which will go over the application process, the hiring process, as well as the testing process. So that will be tomorrow evening at the Waterford Townhomes, 524 Hope Street, I believe is the address. And that will start at 6 o'clock. It will be in their community room. So anybody interested that may have questions about the process or the position are welcome to come and speak with me there. I'll be there doing the presentation. The test will be the following Saturday, the 21st, over at the Civic Center, and that will start at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. But all the paperwork needs to be turned into the Civil Service Board by Friday evening, Friday afternoon at 4 o'clock. So,
you want to talk a little bit about the pay and benefits of an officer's position?
Starting pay is roughly $21-24 an hour. You get medical as well as other benefits, which would be vacation time, accrued time off. Retirement. You do not have to be a police officer already in the state of Ohio or have any certifications for that. You just have to be a graduate of high school or equivalent, have a valid driver's license, and there's some other requirements that would be through the background process. But other than that, that's all you have to have in order to take the test to start the position. We do send our people away for training if they're not already trained.
Terrific. Thank you.
Thank you.
I would just emphasize for both the construction and maintenance worker positions as well as police officer positions, city wages and benefits are good jobs. These are jobs that have a lot of responsibility. They provide real services, but individuals that are hired in these positions are well compensated. And as the Major just said, particularly for police officers, we will underwrite the training. So somebody's coming out of school, now you have to be 21 to take the test for a police officer, construction maintenance worker. You can be coming right out of high school. But these are good paying jobs with benefits, and we want to encourage local people to consider that. And lastly, I want to bring up Sergeant Jason Garlock and Lorenzo White on behalf of the Black Ministerial Alliance. Lorenzo. Sergeant. Mayor.
Good morning. In a joint effort to bring justice for Carrington Lott, the Lima Police Department is partnering with the Lima Area Black Ministerial Alliance in an effort to obtain information regarding his death. In the early morning hours of Thursday, July 5th, the Lima Police Department responded to the UAW Hall for a shooting in Lima, Ohio. Carrington Lott tragically lost his life and 6 others were wounded in an exchange of gunfire. We are asking for the public's assistance. This heinous act should not be tolerated, and the people responsible need to be held accountable for their actions. Any member of our community with information on this crime is encouraged to come forward. Pastor?
Real briefly, there was a statement that was made by our president, which is Dr. Dennis Ward. Unfortunately, he couldn't be here, but I'm standing in his place. We want the families of our community to know that we, as the local pastor of the Lima Area Black Ministerial Alliance, we're very concerned about too many of these homicides not being resolved in our community. Too many families are hurting, and we want the community, if someone knows anything, to come up, speak up, and let's resolve these issues. One other note I will say is in violence, crime, no one wins. The individuals in the crime, they don't win, the community doesn't win, and even those who are committing the act doesn't win. So we want to be able to bring our community a lot closer together, and where we don't end up with these types of incidents taking place. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Pastor. If you have information regarding this crime, please contact the Lima Police Department Detective Bureau at 419-221-5295 or Lima Allen County Crime Stoppers at 229-STOP. Thank you. Detective Niedermeyer.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Detective Sean Niedermeyer. I'm the lead detective on the Carrington Lott homicide, and I appreciate the Ministerial Alliance being involved in this part of the investigation. We have received many numerous anonymous tips. However, we've only had a few people come forward and actually say that they witnessed something. We know that there was a large amount of people at this event, and we know that there was many more people that saw this. The more witnesses and the more people that we come together and stand together makes it easier for everybody. It makes a better case. We're just asking for, if they saw anything at all, to please contact me at the Detective Bureau or Sergeant Garlock. Thank you.
Thank you. There are often, we have often had situations that become cold cases that can't be solved because people don't step up. Charges can't be filed unless the police and prosecutors can, in fact, demonstrate a case, which requires real evidence, not just accusations. And while anonymous tips, as Detective Niedermeyer referenced, may hint at who might be involved, unless there's real evidence, meaning testimony from multiple persons who are willing, frankly, to step up and be courageous, it can't be proven. So I think for purposes of truly providing justice, but also a sense of healing for families who have lost loved ones, it's really important for our community to recognize that as citizens of a community, you have a responsibility to step up and provide this kind of information. We appreciate the Black Ministerial Alliance joining in that call, but it truly is essential that people in the community recognize they have a responsibility to do this. They need to put themselves in the shoes of a family who has lost someone and understand how important it is that we depend on each other to hold each other accountable for lawless kinds of actions. So appreciate the work the Lima Police Department is doing, and we hope that folks will step up and cooperate in this investigation. I believe that's all that we have for today, so we'll break down for interviews. Thank you.